There we go. How are those glasses
Wait.
now?
Looks like I wiped my ass with them.
Well, clean your glasses.
Hold on. Hold on. And my ass.
Yeah.
Clean your asses.
So,
All right. Pun intended. Oh, man. Hold on. Keep going. Talk. I've already forgotten what we're talking about.
what?
I forgot what we're
EV
talking about.
cars.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Hold on,
Dude.
ready?
Yeah.
There, does that remind you? And it never starts. What is wrong with your
My
glasses?
neighbor is, this is a hot mess. My neighbor is over there with this motorcycle revving the engine, dude. So when you're going, rah, 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 I'm hearing it at
Really?
two places. Yes.
Great. It's a stereo.
All right, let's see. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, EVs. This will be fun. Ugh.
Okay,
So
so let
carrying
me
my
start
gun.
talking while you're cleaning that
It's,
crap.
no, I'm done. Okay, hold on. Let me do this. There we go. I'm like,
Stupid Apple. Their Vision
all right,
Pro
there we
came
go.
out and everybody's been showing it, right?
Uh-huh.
The guy did a drop test right from like his
Okay,
shoulder
okay.
down, shattered the whole front glass.
$4,000 gone.
Yeah. I'm like,
He didn't get it for. He didn't get it. He didn't pay for it.
well,
There's
no, no,
no way
no.
he
The
paid for it.
front has two layers. The top layer pops right off. It's
Oh, okay,
weird. So you could replace that easily. It's
okay.
kind of like it almost looks like a screen protector for the Vision
Glasses,
Pro. Yeah.
right?
But it shattered immensely. So he popped
Jeez,
it off and he's buying a new one, new front piece.
right?
But anyway, let's see. Water, handkerchief. I'm ready to go. You good?
Yeah,
How's that carnivore thing going?
it was great. Bacon day.
I
It's
just ate
buggy
bacon,
bacon
dude.
day. Me too, man. I made so much bacon. I'm like, oh, I don't want to eat bacon for a
I
week.
love it.
Well, a couple hours at least.
Okay, so let's get into the topic. The
All
topic,
right.
let me just give you a couple headlines. Ford Motor Company completely bailed on its EV division. No more electric vehicles. Hertz rent a car, 20,000 EVs dumped. Okay. Winter storm that came through here, nobody could drive. They couldn't charge. They couldn't get their car to start. EVs don't work in the cold.
Well,
So,
the extreme cold. The extreme cold.
right, exactly, which is like what, 15 to 20% at least of our United States,
It's it's probably a good 15% of the country every other year.
right? So,
Yeah.
um, so I can basically tell you a lot of people are giving up on EVs. We've been saying
Mhm.
it for years. It's a bad investment. And you know who gets mad at us? Do you want to know who? It's the people.
Everyone who bought an EV.
They're the ones
Everyone
that
who bought an
update
EV.
their phones and tell me there's a problem. They're the ones that
Everybody who
jump on
wait,
the
look.
latest.
You left off. You also left off. I think I read. Well, take this with a grain of salt. But I heard on YouTube about Jeep getting out of EVs, and then I heard uh, GM doing the same thing,
Oh yeah, they're all
and
bailing.
they're losing. They're losing like what is the F-150? They lose $36,000 for every sale that they make of that vehicle, the EV version of it, right? I
Right?
mean, it's insane. You pay all that. So here's the way it's played out. You pay all this money, and then they look at you and they go, "Oh, look at me! I don't have to pay anything for gas. It's only $8 to fill up, right? $8 in electricity." Well, that's true, but you've paid. How much money did you pay to have the? Oops, hold on. I hit the wrong button. How much money did you pay to extra on that vehicle? I do the math. I did the math for as much as I drive, and I don't drive a lot, but I mean, the average person driving, it's going to be like 3 to 5 years of gas. Well, you think, well, then it starts paying for itself. No, because about after 7 years on average, you have to replace your battery. And that could be anywhere from $16,000 to $30,000. Now, can you finance that? Make battery payments? No, you can't. You have to pay that thing out of pocket. Who has $30,000 laying around, or even $16,000 for that matter?
And once
No
again, the only
one.
people who get ticked off are the people who stupidly went headfirst in this new thing.
Well, because we haven't gotten there yet. They haven't gotten there. They haven't had to replace their batteries yet. If their car hasn't burned up or not getting charged because it's cold, they're fine. They're like, hey, it's good for me. It's working for me.
Wait, when are
I
you
just
all
charge here
gonna
and charge
have
there.
to? When are you guys gonna have to go to EVs?
In
Supposedly,
California?
yeah.
Yeah.
If anybody's
Supposedly
making
20,
them by then,
supposedly 2030, but it's not going to happen, dude. They're going to drop that. It can't. No one's going to be selling them but Tesla.
yeah,
So you're
they're
going to
gonna
say everyone
pull a
has to go get a
Biden.
Tesla in California?
They're gonna pull a Biden and just kind of let it slowly drift away
Yeah,
and
like
never
we
mention it
never talked
again.
about it. It's like everything, dude. The whole meal zone, right? That was a big what to do when we were kids, and then everyone just slowly stopped talking about it. You know what? It's still there.
Yeah,
We don't talk about it.
I
Somehow it was
know.
going to kill us all, but it doesn't kill us all now. So it's whatever narrative they need to spin so that they can get you to change your behavior. It
And
doesn't have to be
you
the truth.
and a lot 16 million people did. 16 million people have bought
Right.
EVs.
And here's the thing. Okay, Toyota warned the car industry, right? EVs. They weren't a long-term solution. And Toyota got it right. They were way ahead of the curve. They've got
Toyota's
an
working
ammonia
on what is
engine.
Toyota still working on?
They've got an ammonia engine, and they've got a hydrogen engine, right? To me, hydrogen is the way to go. Okay. Yeah, the technology might not be as far along as ammonia is, but in the long run, hydrogen is the way to go. It's the most abundant um, material in the universe. Okay. We live on a water planet, 75% water, right? So we have more than enough hydrogen locked up in our water. So what do? How do you get it unlocked? Well, the way you get it unlocked is you put energy into the water, right? So it's like a battery. How do you put energy into a battery that you can use to propel your car? You have to use electricity and put energy into that.
Right.
Well, same thing. We use electricity and we put energy into breaking the bonds between the hydrogen and the oxygen. Okay. And what is it? So where do we get this magical electricity? Well, right now it's primarily coal in this country, coal and natural gas. But we could do nuclear, right? Nuclear is far safer than
This
any
feels
other form.
exactly like what was the NFTs? Feels exactly like that. Everybody got an NFTs. They jumped in once again, getting overly excited and going headfirst into the rocks.
Well,
A lot of people
here's the
lost
thing.
their butt.
Here's the thing. So enough of what's not the solution. So what is the solution? Everybody agrees that we want to reduce emissions from cars. I mean, on both sides of the aisle. Like it's a no-brainer. Yeah, if we could, but we don't want to put people in the poorhouse or go back to horse and buggy days to do it. So how do
Right.
we make a reasonable transition from where we are to where the future is? Well, try to predict where the future is. In my mind, the future is going to be, I may not live to see this day, but it's going to be nuclear power, and and you're not going to nuclear power your car, but they're going to use nuclear power to create electricity, that through electrolysis, they're going to produce hydrogen, and hydrogen will be what we burn ultimately. That is
I,
my belief.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Does in any way the salt in salt water help the reaction to get the hydrogen out?
Not that I know of.
No, like it
No, in
wouldn't
fact, it may
be,
hinder it. It might
not like a
hinder it.
catalyst.
It might hinder it. I don't know.
True.
No, it might hinder it. I don't know enough about this. I'm not into that, but if I was going to guess, I'd say you don't want to add salt. Like imagine you have pure water and you're like,
Right.
oh, let's add salt to make it better. That's probably not the solution.
So, so you're thinking a desalinization plant before you make the hydrogen.
Yeah, well, so here's the thing, okay, and especially like in California, right? If we want to we love to say we lead the nation in all this stuff. We don't. We don't even come close. Okay, because we'd already have nuclear power, and we would have a desalinization plant, which is totally doable, right? And so you desalinize, and then you could split the water two directions: one for drinking,
Right.
because California doesn't manage its water well;
In
one
a
for
few
drinking,
days,
and one for
you won't have any shortage. In a
no,
few
all
days.
of that water in a few days, all that water from all the rain that we're going to get goes right into the ocean, because we don't manage the water, we don't capture the water and manage it properly in the state. Why? Well, because it's so much cheaper. That's expensive. And that costs politicians their elections. So they don't want to spend money. So here's what they do. They just steal it from the Colorado River, and they don't manage the water. So because we manage the water so poorly, rain doesn't help us as much as you might think. So anyway, so you have a desalinization plant right next door to a, so I mean, that's what I would do. If I was like supreme dictator, I'd be like, all right, guys, we're building a bunch of nuclear plants. We're gonna take that electricity and we're gonna do two things with it. Two major things. Give it to industry and homes, okay? Take some of that electricity, put it into desalinization. You take the desalinization, that water goes to the public, and then you take some more of that electricity and you put it into electrolysis to get the hydrogen out of some of that desalinized water. You could just build them right next to each other, right? They could be neighbors, right? And you put the nuclear power plant in the middle, right? And just feed both sides of this. And you would solve so many problems that we have in this state, at least, so many problems right out of the gate. Now,
Okay.
granted, I'm oversimplifying. Clearly, I'm oversimplifying. But when it comes to technologies, we have the technology to do nuclear. We have the technology to do desalinization. Go look at the Middle East; they do it all the time in Saudi Arabia. And we have the technology to create through electrolysis to create hydrogen. Now, is that the best way of doing it? I don't know. I'm not an expert in these areas, but I know at least this much we can do, and we aren't doing it. And hydrogen, ammonia has nitrogen in it, and I don't know. Like there's NOx devices on your vehicles now to get NO, and I think it's NO and NO2. It could, or NO2 and NO3s, two nitrogen and oxygen molecules that it tries to trap. I don't remember which. But that's a thing that we don't want in our atmosphere for whatever reason. So using an ammonia car wouldn't be the cleanest exhaust, because with ammonia you do wind up, I believe ammonia has nitrogen in it. It has nitrogen, it has hydrogen, and I don't know what else it has in it. I'd have to look it up. I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to that.
Right.
But I'm thinking hydrogen's going to be like the cleanest. Well, look, what's it going to do? It's going to react with the oxygen in the air. It's going to produce water vapor. That's it.
I don't think they know how to do it. I don't think they know how to pull the hydrogen out.
Oh,
Because,
dude, electrolysis. I just told you how. Electrolysis. We've known how to do that for probably 100 years.
really?
Hell yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, how long's electricity been around, dude? They were doing all kinds of crazy shit experiments way back when electricity was discovered.
So when EVs first started, you and I have talked privately about it. I've publicly told people, don't buy it, don't do it, bad idea, not first off the lot, that kind of stuff.
Well,
So
yeah,
now
that's a no-brainer with any
they
product.
got
You don't
mad
want
at
to be
us for
first.
saying that. Now they're getting mad at us for saying,
All right,
"Well,
dude. Okay, that's great. You were right. Everybody was wrong. Okay.
right, but
Let's
I'm
get that
now
on the
trying to
table.
take
But
us."
now what? Now
Yes,
what
that's what
is
I'm
my
trying to
thing.
take us
I
to. I'm
don't
trying
care
to
about that.
lead our conversation to how can they get out of it? What would be the best move?
Oh, to
But
get out of an EV?
yeah, like if you had one, you bought it prematurely
Well,
and you're stuck with
the
it.
market is crashing on EVs, right? If it hasn't already crashed. I don't know if it's at the bottom or what. But in any market that's crashing, the sooner you get out, the better. That's all. The
So
sooner you get out, the better.
you're recommending
I
people
don't
sell
don't
right
listen to
away.
me. Don't listen to me. I'm not an expert in this shit. Okay.
I didn't
All I'm
say you
saying
are.
is right. But no, but I don't
Wait
want
a
anyone,
minute. Wait,
I'm not
wait.
giving
You
any
weren't an
advice
expert when you
on
said
this.
don't buy it. So what's that tell you?
No, I didn't go online and make a video for YouTube to say don't buy it. I did not do that. I said
Right.
personally, I think it's a mistake. I said personally, what's it going to cost to replace the battery? Is the first thing out of my mouth. What's it going to cost to replace the battery? When I heard that it was basically
Double
phone
digits.
and the lithium batteries, I thought, okay, well, what about fire problems? Like you're putting a lot of potential
Did
energy
you
into one place. Like,
you heard about the recall of 2 million Teslas?
no, I did not
Yeah,
hear
they
about
got
that.
to do an update to the software. I'm like, can't you just push it?
Dude, okay, it doesn't matter. There's been recalls and there's been crashes where people burn to death in these things. There's all kinds of problems. The thing is, what I'm saying is I'm not an expert on what to do if you're stuck with an EV. I don't know. But I'll tell you what I would do, okay?
That's what
As a
I want to hear.
non-expert, as someone who doesn't know what they're talking about, okay? That's that I would get rid of it. I'd look to sell it as soon as possible. That's what I would do, okay? I don't know what I'm talking about. When I'm on this show, F as in Frank, I don't want to ever come across giving advice when I do, and without the caveat of I don't know what I'm talking about. When I do give advice, I do know what I'm talking about. I won't give it that caveat. I don't know what I'm talking about, honestly. I
Right.
don't on this. On this, I don't. I don't have an EV, but if I did, my first inclination would be get rid of that thing as fast as possible.
Huh. Well, I mean, all we can do is give our personal opinion on the show.
Yeah,
That's
but I
all.
don't want to come
I
across, I
mean,
don't like people who come across like they know. Because sometimes like when I tell you I know something, you can bet I know what
no,
I'm
but
talking about.
you know what you would do right now if you had an EV,
I
you'd
know
get rid of it.
exactly what I would do, right? But
Right.
I don't know if that's the right thing for everyone, right?
Right.
Right? It might be people might be perfectly happy with their EV. Well, then my opinion doesn't mean anything. My
I
suggestion to sell it is useless to
yeah.
them.
Now I have ridden in a Tesla. I've watched, they've done a great job. They've made a great car. It's probably the one EV I'd look at. But I mean, overall as an industry, it's just a bad idea. Um, so yeah, that's that's something I would do is just get rid of it. Me personally. May
Well,
not know
it's
what I'm
funny.
talking about.
I have a reminder on my phone in 2029, December of 2029, to buy a gas car because in California, 2030 is the mandated you can't sell gas cars in California anymore, right? Because I live in a communist state.
They can't even
So,
keep power going for all the cars. There's
that
no
doesn't
way.
matter, dude. Dude, it doesn't matter. Politicians don't care.
Imagine
Here,
if
all they're doing
100% of
is
the people
virtue
were
signal.
charging.
They're just virtue signaling to their base. Hey, look, we're so progressive, aren't we wonderful? Because it's about feelings. They don't care about the logic or the truth or science or the economics. It's all about making people feel better. Well, they're good at that. So it's all
Welcome to
about feelings.
America.
Well, no, it's mostly that welcome to the left. The left only cares about feelings. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about science. They don't care about economics. It's all how do you feel about something? So we need to act based solely on feelings, which is just ridiculous. You might just be an animal, right? Why have a frontal lobe even? So that's the problem. And what is going to happen is they're just going to delay it, and then it'll slowly, like you said earlier, quietly just go away. No one will even talk about it anymore.
You know where they're going to put it? With the cars that drive themselves. They're going to put them right beside those.
Right. Like what happened to that? Right. What happened to that? It's like, oh, we're gonna
I
have cars that
know.
drive themselves any day now. Oh, look, Tesla and Google and even Apple's getting it. And then all of a sudden, it all just slowly went away. No one talked about it. We never talk about it anymore. Well, the problem that they have with that technology is we don't understand. We have artificial intelligence, what we love to call artificial intelligence, but it's not even close. We don't even know what intelligence is. We can't build intelligence because we don't understand it. You can't, if you don't understand how something
Aliens
works,
have better
you can't
artificial
possibly make it.
intelligence.
You can't make you can't make something you don't understand how it works, right? So like if you
Right.
don't understand how a car works, go build me a new car, go from scratch. You can't do it. So that's the same problem with intelligence. We don't understand intelligence. And so they have all this artificial intelligence and they try to brute force the wrong technology for self-driving cars. It's like they're trying to, it sounds silly, no pun intended. They're trying to run before they walk. Okay.
Right. Right.
That's really it. And it's like, guys, we like Chat GPT, all of those tools are brute force um, cheats. right? And that all have a limited scope. They can only, it's not like they're not valuable. I use it from time to time, but I basically use ChatGPT as, hey, I don't want to Google. But the technology is limited, right? You can't take it. Like a bicycle can never fly to the moon, right?
Right.
You're never going to the moon in a bicycle. It's a mode of transportation. It has its limits. It does have its usefulness. Not that it isn't useful. I mean, we talked about this about AI not too long ago, and the same problem with self-driving cars. The technology that we have today is limited. We're trying to go to the moon with a bicycle, and
Right.
so that's why it all kind of just went away, quietly went away. Same thing with EVs and EV mandates, and all of that stuff's going to quietly go away.
Okay, now we know for a fact that Toyota's working with ammonia and hydrogen,
Yeah.
right? We've
Yep.
read about it, we've heard
No, I
about
know
it.
that for a fact.
They
Yeah.
came out and publicly said it.
Yeah. I mean,
So
that's factual,
I'm,
not
I
opinion.
supported Ford because they didn't take the bailout. That's when I bought Ford. Remember the banks were or people were bailing out the car companies?
Yeah, I mean, the F-150 is it's a great truck. I mean, there are other great trucks. Don't get me wrong, but there's nothing wrong with the F-150. You have an F-150, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I drove it for the first time. I drove an F-150. Let's see, I don't know, 40 some odd years,
Yeah.
50,
Yeah.
40, 40, 40 some
What'd
odd
you think
years,
of it?
45 years.
Handled pretty well?
I liked it. Yeah, it was fine. It was pretty big for me. I'm like, holy crap, this thing's fucking huge.
Yeah, the
But
car is too big for me too. I got to get a new one.
yeah, it's just big. But yeah, no. I mean, the last time I drove one was when I was like 17. I drove my buddy's truck, and that I believe was an F-150. But anyway, there are a lot of great trucks out there and all, and I think that it was unfortunate that they tried to electrify that thing.
Okay, now I want to
Um,
make an announcement because yesterday I read from a reliable news source that
okay.
Tesla or Elon Musk showed
Mhm.
off his engine that runs on water yesterday.
All right, where did you read that? I've
I,
heard that for
oh,
my whole life, dude. Runs on water.
no, no, no,
Like,
no.
really?
They wouldn't go public with that if he couldn't back it up. But he showed it publicly, probably so that anybody didn't like knock him off or kill him. I don't know. But nowadays, you come up with a
That's
great
such an
idea,
urban
they blow you
legend.
away.
That's such an urban legend.
But I'll find the article, I'll share it. But Tesla
Put the
did.
link in the description.
All
Otherwise,
right.
cut this part of the video. Okay?
All right. I'll go
Otherwise,
look
you
for it.
cut this
Right.
part of the
I'll go
video.
look for it. You're so
All right.
annoying. You're so
I mean, I
annoying.
hate that shit. I hate that shit. Oh, we've heard that since I was a kid. Oh yeah, this guy invented this engine that ran on water, and then he just disappeared. Ooh, just before the internet, right? It was like, ooh, whoever the government or as or somebody, we didn't know, some boogeyman took the guy out. I mean,
Yeah. Well, I don't
no,
think Elon Musk is going anywhere soon. So I think he's pretty cool.
no, but he could slip in his shower. You never know.
You never know. Or that doorknob. That dang doorknob's been hanging people for the past
And
10
killing people
years.
left and right.
Yeah. I
Exactly.
walk by a doorknob like looking at it, just
Yeah, it's like
figuring
looking, kind of giving it a side eye. No,
exactly.
but seriously, if that's the title, if that did you read the whole article, or did you just
Hold
read
on,
the
let me look
title?
right now while we're live on the
Wait, did
show.
you read the title or did you
Yes.
read the whole
No, I
article?
read the whole article.
You read the whole. Okay, so what's it? Tell me about the engine. How's it work?
Hold on a minute.
Come on, you
I'm
don't remember.
totally
You read the fucking title, dude.
no, I
You didn't
didn't.
read the whole article. Yeah,
I
well,
didn't
I
read
read the
the
whole article.
oh no, no,
Well,
no.
I didn't
I
read the
promise
whole article.
I
I
didn't
just
read the
kind of
whole
skimmed
article.
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I just kind of skimmed it.
Hold on, water engine. Hold on a minute. Look, I'm
Dude, if you look up
totally
water engine, you might as well look up Loch Ness Monster.
water car right there, water engine. One of the searches,
Okay.
dummy.
Yeah, it's
Elon,
not. My
there
point
it
is,
is.
you're
There it
going to
is,
find
right there.
thousands of
It's
them.
on YouTube. Elon Musk went public with all new water engine on YouTube right now.
Great. Read the rest of the article? What's it say?
It's it's not an article, it's a video. So I'll put a link to it.
Just go. Wait. If he went public, other publications.
He said our
Who?
new, well, he's using the word hydrogen combustion engine.
That's right. I knew it. I knew
Musk
it was going to be
calls
hydrogen.
hydrogen fuel cells stupid. That's weird.
Oh no, that's different. That's
Wait,
different. He doesn't like hydrogen cells. Of course he doesn't. He's put all his money into electric.
hold on. Well, what do you want me to do? Well, I can't play it because we're recording
Just
right
find an
now.
article. No, find an article. If he announced this, it's not going to just be one YouTube video about it.
Hold on a minute. There we go. Here's let's see here. CNBC. That's
Okay.
some or yeah, let's do that.
Whatever. Just read what they had to say.
Hold on, I'm trying to get one.
We'll add the CNBC
He's
filter
talking.
to
Oh,
it.
let's do the red. Well, not the Reddit. No.
Oh my God, anyone.
All right.
All right.
Elon Musk shocked followers on Twitter early this morning with his announcement that after many years of skepticism, he will be switching Tesla from batteries to hydrogen power in 2024.
I didn't know about this, dude. I swear to God.
He
This is the first time
also
I'm hearing about
mentioned
it.
the
Thank
first
you.
vehicle to arrive
Thank
using
you.
the fuel cell will fittingly be called. I'll have to post this. It's called
All right, dude, you
something.
have to totally post this.
It's the Model H car. Musk
Ah, Jesus, that's great.
get it, H? Musk
Thank
has
you.
previously dubbed hydrogen fuel cells full cells and called the technology.
That's funny, dude.
He's just
That's
he's
hilarious.
just admitting
That's
that
good though.
yeah, he's just admitting that there may be something to it.
Yep, yep,
But
yep.
so the
Look. I have no problem with that, dude. We're all wrong all the time. Okay, we're all wrong all the time.
yeah,
Okay,
I'm
every
wrong
once in
more
a
than
while,
you.
right? Every once in a while, the bat connects with the ball.
Right,
Okay,
right.
so
And
if
you stand
he's
at home
smart,
playing
I
watching it
give him
sail.
right. You're like, holy shit, yeah, because you didn't expect to hit it. You expect
I
you're just
know.
swinging at flies.
That's
So
how I
here's the
play
thing:
baseball.
I have respect. I have respect for him, in admitting when he's wrong. Total respect,
Yeah.
hundred
So let
percent.
me, I'll link down below. I'll look for more articles from more reputable
Yeah.
sources that give you more details. This is a
Yeah, that
short
one.
piece.
I mean, that's something. Yeah, that's something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so okay, well, there you go. I think that's where we should end this.
Okay, so hydrogen, that's where we're walking towards. We're
It's
talking
the
about
smart.
hydrogen.
It's a smart move. If you
Yeah.
think about the physics of it, okay, what are we doing? Okay, you have a battery, right? You have this battery. Well, what's a battery? Well, a battery is something that can store energy. Okay, there's gravity batteries, right? You can store energy and potential energy. So there's different ways in which we can take energy that we have on hand that we can't use or don't have a need for, or we want to use later, and we put it in and we store it into a device. That's what a battery is. It doesn't have to be what we think of as a battery. Okay,
Right,
so
right.
think about this: hydrogen is just one part of the battery, right? There's the cathode part of the battery and anode part of the battery, okay? And electricity flows from one to the other. I can't remember which. It's been too long since I took physics, another 40 some odd years. It's going to travel from one to the other. Now, what are we doing? We're using the whole universe as a battery, okay? We're using the whole universe as a battery when we split hydrogen from oxygen, right? It takes energy within that bond to separate them. So now energy is stored in the universe. When they come back together, that's when the energy is released. Okay. And that's the trick. It's
All right,
still a
so
battery.
let's
Okay.
see
It's
where the
still
industry
storage
goes.
of energy. It's still storage of energy. It's just done with hydrogen. That's all.
So basically, the engine would ignite the hydrogen with oxygen,
You have,
creating a water
yes,
molecule and power, and then it would expel the water outside the car, basically.
yes. I don't understand the physics 100% of this, but I believe that you have to add a little bit of energy into the system to get it over the hump, right? Get it over a hump, and then the reaction happens, and you get a lot of energy out, a lot
Right.
more than you
So
put in.
you may have a car battery still. You may need it.
Well, it's no, it's no, it's not a battery. You have a tank of hydrogen. My point is that the idea of battery is where you store energy. So, for example, okay, you have excess electricity on the grid. What do you do with it? Well, what you can do is you can take a very heavy weight and you can rise it up. You can use that electricity to drive a weight up. Okay, so a motor drives this weight up, and then when you need that energy, you'd allow that weight to fall and turn
Create its own energy,
generators.
right?
It's a battery. That's a battery. It's a gravity battery, right? You're storing energy in the
All right, let's
potential
not get
energy of
too
this weight.
technical here. Let's
I
keep
understand,
it
but
basic.
my point, right? But it isn't a You're not going to have a battery in your car. You'll have a gas tank, like
Something's got to create
propane.
the ignition, the chemical reaction.
Dude, it's a spark. You have hydrogen, for God's sake. It's the same thing as a gasoline engine
See,
or
it's
even
going to
a.
be a battery, like the battery to
That's
spark your
true.
barbecue.
That's true. You're right. There'll be battery. There'll
Yeah,
be a
it'll
battery
be a
at some
little
point.
C
Yes.
battery.
Who knows?
Yeah. All right, so we will end it. You can tell I'm getting tired because my eyes closing. Um, we can end it and we'll pick up another topic next week. All right.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right. Take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye.